Alright, so our second story for this week is called At a Pond by Nancy Fenton. Okay, so this week we've been studying about different habitats. Yesterday's story was about the forest habitat and the animals that live in the forest. We read that many animals live in the forest and that's their habitat. For example, the deer and rabbits live in the forest and they eat grass. We learned about birds live on top of the trees in the forest, where the baby chicks or the baby birds depend on their mom and dad to bring them food. Okay, we also saw that other insects or bugs live on the trees, such as wasps. They live together in a nest on the trunk of the tree, correct? And we also read about another kind of bug that lives on the ground or under the ground in the forest, such as ants. And we learned that ants dig holes and they're always working together as a family, where they dig and collect grass and twigs. All right, and we also read about another detail was about fox and skunks who hunt at night. Okay, so there are many animals that can have or live in the same habitat. Today, we will go to a different habitat. The habitat that we'll be learning about today is called a pond. All right, if you know what a pond is a body of water surrounded by land. So water, fresh water, and has land all around it. All right, and the title of our story again is At a Pond, and the author, her name is Nancy Fenton. All right, let's start reading to see what kind of animals live in a pond. Page 50. Who lives at a pond? Remember, we use who when we ask about a person or a thing, about a person or thing. So who is a word or a question word that we use to ask about a person or thing. So who lives at a pond? Here the answer would be the types of animals that we will read about now. Okay, as you see here, this is a body of water, and all around the water, around it from the edges, we have land. That's why this is called a pond. Okay, again, a pond is a body of water that has land all around it. Okay, who is under the water? Who is on the land? Who can fly to the pond? Let's see. So now we are in the pond habitat. We will see or learn about what animals live under the water and what animals live on the land near the pond, and what animals fly to the pond to find their food. Okay? Let's start. 52. Frogs live at a pond. They swim and hop and jump. Frogs rest on plants on the pond. I'm sorry. So again, who's the first animal that live in a pond? Frogs. Frogs live at a pond. What can frogs do? They can swim, they can hop, and they can jump. Frogs rest on plants on the pond. Okay, as you see on page 52, look, this is some activities or some actions that frogs can do. They can swim in the water, they can jump and hop, and when they're tired, they go and rest on a plant called lily pads. All right, so here you see a frog swimming, we see a frog jumping and hopping, and here we see a frog resting on a plant named lily pad. On page 53, this frog is hunting for bugs. It sees a bug. Will it get a snack? It has to be quick. Yum yum. Okay, now we're learning what this frog is eating. Okay, so frogs eat bugs. Okay, they hunt bugs. That means it searches and looks for bugs so they can eat them. As you see here, the frog is sticking out its tongue to catch the bug and swallow it. Okay, it says here it has to be quick. Quick means it has to be very fast or it will not eat a yummy bug. Okay, on page 54, we will learn about the second animal that lives near or on the pond. Ducks come to the pond. They eat lots of bugs and plants. This duck dips its bill to get bugs. Dip, dip, dip. Okay, so here, some ducks come to the pond, right? Why do they come to the pond? They eat lots of bugs and plants. So the ducks come to the pond to eat the bugs that live in the pond and to eat plants near the pond. Okay, as you see here, a duck, it's dipping. Remember, dip means to put a part into a water. So the duck here is dipping its bill to get bugs. Okay, so the duck here is it's putting its mouth to catch and get bugs to eat. All right. On page 55, ducks make nests on land. They use twigs and grass. Who is in the eggs? Quack, quack, quack. All right. So here we also see that ducks. So ducks come to the pond. They come to the pond to get food and to eat plants. And as we said here, they dip its bill to get the bugs. Ducks also live near the land, near the pond. What do? They build a nest out of twigs and grass. Okay, what did they use the nest for? They used a nest as a shelter and a place to lay its eggs. What is in the eggs? Of course, baby ducklings. Now we will read about the third animal. So far, we've read about frogs that live in the pond and ducks that live on the land and also near in the water and on the land. Okay. Now, turtles can be on land and in water. They swim and swim. Then they stop and rest in the sun. Can fish be on land? No. Fish live in water. They swim, swim, and swim. A big fish comes up to eat. Gulp. So on page 56, the third animal that lives in the pond and near the pond are turtles. It says that turtles can live in the water and on land. Okay, so turtles live on the land near the pond and also in the water. What do they do in the water? They swim and swim. And when they get tired, they rest on rocks, as you see here. Now here they're tired and they're resting or relaxing, okay? But mostly it's resting. They're taking a break from swimming. On page 57, it says fish also live in the pond, okay? But fish only lives inside the water. So we have animals that live on land and in the water, and we have animals that live only in the water, such as fish. What do fish do? Fish only swim, swim, and swim until a big fish comes and eat the small one. On page 58, bugs like water, right? We just read that some animals that live at the pond eat bugs. Now we will learn about some bugs that live near the pond, okay? Bugs like water. Lots of bugs live at a pond. A dragonfly is a big bug. You can see it at a pond. So here we just learned that a bug that you can find near a pond is a dragonfly, and we usually see dragonflies at ponds, okay? And is it a big bug or small? It's a big bug. Okay, 59. Look at the animals at a pond. Who are they? These are also other animals that live near a pond or at a pond, such as egret, raccoon, newt, goldfish, toad, and beaver. Okay, these are other examples of animals that live at a pond. Okay, so as we said, as we mentioned this week, that each story has a main topic. What is the main topic? The main topic means, what is this whole story mostly about? What is the story talking about? Yesterday's story was about the animals that live in a forest. Today's story is about animals at a pond. Okay, and we read about different animals. First, we read about the first animal that we read about is about frogs. Okay, so if we I'm sorry. So the main topic is what the story is about. Okay, so what else? Okay, what else? To help us understand more about the main topic, we will find sentences or details to tell you, to give you a better idea about the topic. So the first detail would be about frogs. Okay, we can say frogs live at a pond. They swim, hop, and jump. Okay, the second animal, we can write a detail about the second animal, such as ducks. The third, we can read about turtles or fish. Okay, so the key details are the sentences that tell you more about the main topic. Let's start reading. For example, it says here, the main topic here says animals at a pond. So the topic or the story is about the animals that live at a pond. And as we said, here it writes the first detail here is about the ducks. What does it say about ducks? It says that ducks eat bugs and plants, and they make nests on the land. So ducks live at a pond. What do? They eat the bugs and plants. What do they do at the land near the pond? They make nests. They make the nests out of twigs and grass on the land, and they lay their eggs inside in the nest. Okay. The second detail is about turtles. Turtles on land or in water rest in the sun. So turtles live both in the water and on land near the pond. Okay, and they swim. What else? When they're tired, they rest on a rock under the sun. The third detail is about fish. It says fish only swim in water. Okay, so in the pond, we know that the fish that live in the pond only swim in water. They cannot live outside. What if we want to add another detail? We can add another detail about frogs, that they live in ponds and they swim and hop, and when they come and rest on a plant in the pond. We can also add a detail about the bugs, such as the dragonfly. Okay, so this is a chart that shows you that the main topic is what the story is mostly about, and we write key details to help or support about the main topic. We write details to show what the topic is about. And yesterday, we also said that the genre of the story is nonfiction. When you hear the word nonfiction, you know that the story is real. Okay, what else? So, nonfiction is a story about real people, places, or things. Okay, the information or the details tell about one topic. Okay, so the information or the detail tells about a specific topic, about one main topic. Okay, it gives you real information and real facts. Okay, anything that you read in a nonfiction story is real. Okay, it's not imaginary or made up. Okay, so if I tell you, how do you know that the story at a pond is nonfiction? You will say, because it is a real story about real things. such as the real animals that live in a real place, such as a pond. So these are real animals that live in a real place. It gives you real information or real details about the animals that live in a pond. Okay, what else? It also has real photos of the place and of the animals. Okay? These are all things that show you that this story is nonfiction. Okay, guys?